this feature video is going to showcase the low-income housing tax credit module in the Tilt Analytics real estate development model. Clients can request this module when purchasing the model, and we'll do a little walkthrough here. I'm on the inputs page of the model. I can scroll down to my hyperlinks for the low-income housing tax credit input section, click on the link, brings me to the inputs. I can nickname the low-income housing tax credit anything I like if I prefer, and it will show up everywhere in the model with the nickname. I'm going to leave it the way it was. This project in the model happens to be a very large development, $143 million in project costs. Here's a summary. Let's say, for example, we identify that $100 million of it is eligible for QRE, and we may have federal and state tax credits, and perhaps both of them are going to recognize 20% of the QRE for tax credits, and on the tax credit market, perhaps you're selling them for 80 cents on the dollar. So therefore, the tax credits represent $40 million, but the selling price is $32 million in total. Now, for you to have cash for the development in your uses and sources, the purchaser comes in and buys tax credits from you. So perhaps the purchaser comes in and buys 75% of both the federal and the state tax credits at the time of your development. And then that leaves $8 million that the purchasers have not purchased. So you can bring in a bridge loan in the model and have them take out the remainder of it from you. So you bring in the full $32 million available for your capital stack. After that, the purchaser essentially takes out the bridge loan in the future by purchasing the rest of the credits. So you can have the purchaser pay down the bridge loan in tranches if you like. If I just leave this stuff blank, the model will take care of the bridge loan just at the exit, essentially just cleaning it up. And there's some options here for preferred rates on the purchaser. On the bridge loan, let's say there's 1% origination fee and a 6% interest rate, for example. And now that I've done that, let's say I've finished all the inputs for my entire project. I control home. I push my button for preparing the output sheets in the model. It'll go through all the sheets in the model and show only the functionality in the model that's being used, and will hide rows with nothing but zeros and so on, so everything presents nicely. So now in my table of contents for the output reports, all these sheets have been prepared. I can click the hyperlink to my low-income housing tax credit sheet. This is just a report that prints out the inputs that we used. You see it's all set up for printing. And furthermore, in our other sheets, like take, for example, my cash in, cash out sheet, we see low-income housing tax credits as a source of cash in. This is a very long development in this particular hypothetical project, goes out into the 2030s. We see the low-income housing tax credits getting used, and similarly, we can see purchaser contributions and bridge loan contributions in the uses and sources capital stack. So that's a look at the low-income housing tax credit functionality.